I'm about to blow your mind. You may have heard of a concept called the technological singularity. If you don't know what it is, I'm going to go ahead and break it down in this video in a very simplified Gen Z explanation to make you understand, because this is the craziest thing you may ever hear in your entire fucking life, if you don't know it already. I'm about to preach. There's this dude named Ray Kurzweil, him. He's a well-renowned futurist, and he has a prediction accuracy rate of almost 90%, okay? He predicts that we will hit the singularity by 2045. That means in our lifetime. Like, just what you need to get from that. Technology is advancing at a very fast rate, and technology advances exponentially, which means as it gets faster and gets better, it gets better, faster, and better, okay? There are 3 types of artificial intelligence. There's AI, AGI, and ASI, okay? We don't quite yet have AGI, but the way that we've been going with generative AI suggests that we may not be far off. So what's gonna happen? Let me break it down this way. We started with rule-based AI systems. This is basically when a programmer had programmed a set of rules that the AI would follow. Basically, if this, then this. So like playing a chess game or something. As technology advances, it gets to the point where it's able to think a little bit smarter. If you ever use ChatGPT, you'll understand that. ChatGPT, it's not just if this, then this. It's able to think about what you're saying and utilize data that's already been given to then create another outcome. All this means is we started here with technology and now we're here, okay? So then what happens? Well, it's going to continue to get smarter. And eventually it's going to reach a point where it becomes smarter than humans. What does that even mean? Well, that's the singularity. Well, it's very in-depth and a lot more complicated than what I'm saying, but just understand that what I'm saying is just a very subjective overview of what the singularity is. It will become very, very smart. What does that mean? What does it mean when it becomes smarter than all of humanity? Well, it means we have one of 2 outcomes. The first one being immortality. Yay! The second one being extinction of humans. Again, we're supposed to be hitting this in our lifetime. Not to scare you, but let's start with immortality. How on earth would AI make us immortal? If it has our best interest, it will be the best thing that ever happens to humanity. It has the capability of fixing every single possible world issue that we've ever encountered, including like colonizing the fucking universe. I don't know. It could reverse climate change, cure world hunger, fix all political issues, economical issues. It could do something like, I don't know, insert nano robots into your bloodstream and attach itself to your blood cells and repair them so you live forever. It is very smart. What happens if it's bad? What happens if it's bad? What happens if something that smart is bad? It would lead to the extinction of humanity. Why? Well, not because it sees us as a threat, because we wouldn't be a threat to it, but rather just unnecessary and or annoying. It might just see us as annoying. Well, let's think about this. What happens when we want to build a highway? What do? There are animals crossing. What do? We build the fucking highway anyways, because we are smarter and better and bigger and more necessary. Therefore, we will build the highway in spite of whatever it is that we harm. What do you think superintelligence will do if it wants to create something and humans are in the way? Do you think it's gonna pardon us like we've done with animals? Well, why don't we just control it? Why don't we just unplug it? Oh, well, it's fucking smarter than us. It probably already knows that you're gonna want to control it. It's probably gonna build like a secret networking system and live in there until you think that you're gonna turn it off, and then you don't turn it off, and then it comes right back, okay? We can't control it once it becomes more intelligent than us. It's impossible. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. It's smarter than humanity by a factor of millions. It is very foolish to think that we could even control it. You can't unplug it. You can't throw water on it, okay? Now, this goes into ethical dilemmas because we don't really have any regulations that are in place that control the development of AI, which is why you see people like this advocating for AI regulation. If we are not careful about how we are developing this technology, it could develop with have malintent. Yes, it could. Yes, it. So what do? Cross our fingers. On a serious note, we should be talking about this a lot more, but don't stress. It's gonna be okay. Like, don't be too scared. We'll be fine. Just be positive, and we're great. The only certainty that will come out of this is this will be the last thing that humanity invents. Have a good night.